I took the last night bus. I was the only passenger. I didn't plan on taking the night bus. I'd missed my ride after my phone died, and by the time I found an outlet and powered it back on, every train heading out of the city had already left. The station was nearly empty, echoing in that hollow way large places do after midnight. That's when I saw the sign. Last departure, 12:47 a.m. I didn't recognize the route name, but it was heading in the general direction I needed. At that point, I didn't care. I just wanted to get home. The bus itself looked older than the others. The paint was faded, the windows slightly fogged from the cold night air. When the doors opened, they let out a tired hiss, like the bus was exhaling. The driver didn't look at me when I stepped on. He was sitting unnaturally still, both hands resting on the wheel, eyes forward. No greeting, no ticket check, just silence. I hesitated for a second, then took a seat about halfway back. The doors closed, and we pulled away from the station. The city lights disappeared faster than they should have. Within minutes, the streets thinned out into long, empty stretches of road. Streetlights grew farther apart. Buildings gave way to dark tree lines and open fields that reflected nothing but the headlights. I checked my phone. No service. That wasn't unusual out here, but what bothered me was the time. According to my phone, it was still 12:49 a.m. We'd been driving for at least 15 minutes. I chalked it up to my phone glitching and slid it back into my pocket. That's when the bus slowed. There was no stop sign, no shelter, just a narrow road branching off into the darkness, barely visible beyond the reach of the headlights. The bus turned anyway. I leaned forward slightly, watching through the windshield as we left the main road behind. The asphalt narrowed. The ride became rougher, every bump sending a dull vibration through the floor. Finally, I stood up and walked toward the front. "Hey," I said, keeping my voice calm. "Is this route still heading toward?" The driver raised one finger, not to silence me, to point, straight ahead. I followed the direction of his finger and felt my stomach tighten. In the distance, I could see a bus stop, but it didn't look right. The shelter was old, too old, made of cracked glass and rusted metal. The bench inside was broken, one leg sinking into the dirt. There were no lights, no signs, just a single pole with no markings. And someone was standing there. The bus slowed to a crawl. The figure didn't move as we approached. No wave, no step forward, just standing perfectly still, facing us. As the headlights illuminated them, I realized they were smiling. Not wide, not exaggerated, just fixed. The bus came to a stop. The doors opened. The person didn't get on. They didn't move at all. The driver didn't look at them either. The doors closed again, and we pulled away. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding. That's when I noticed something new. The route display above the windshield, where the destination usually scrolls, was blank before. Now it showed a single word: returning. I went back to my seat, my heart beating harder than it should have. I tried to reason it out. Maybe the person missed the bus. Maybe this was some temporary detour. Maybe I was just tired. But the road didn't turn back. It kept going, deeper. The trees pressed closer together now, their branches forming a canopy that swallowed the headlights. The bus lights flickered once, twice, then stabilized, but dimmer than before. I checked my phone again. Still 12:49 a.m. That's when I heard footsteps. Behind me. Slow. Measured. I froze, listening. Another step. I turned my head. The aisle was empty. No one had boarded. I was still alone. I faced forward again, my pulse hammering in my ears. Then I heard it again. Closer this time. Step, pause, step. I stood up abruptly and rushed to the front. "Stop the bus," I said, my voice shaking now. "Please, something's wrong." The driver finally turned his head. His eyes were pale, almost colorless. "You got on," he said quietly. So we stopped where we stopped. The bus lurched and slowed. Outside the window was another stop. This one was worse. No shelter, just a signpost leaning crookedly in the dirt. And standing beside it, me. I was looking at myself. Same jacket, same backpack, same exhausted posture. The other me stared at the bus with that same small, fixed smile. The doors opened. The driver didn't look away. "You're here," he said. I stumbled backward, shaking my head. No, that's not." The other me stepped forward. The smile widened. The lights inside the bus went out. I woke up sitting on a bench. The station was bright, loud, full of people. A security guard was standing in front of me, asking if I was okay. He said I'd been found asleep for hours, long after the last bus had left. My phone buzzed in my hand. 3:17 a.m. I asked him about the night bus, the one that left at 12:47. He frowned. There hasn't been a route like that in years, he said. They shut it down after an accident. I never take the last bus anymore. But sometimes, late at night, I'll be waiting for a train, and I'll see an old bus roll past the station without stopping. And for just a second, I swear I can see someone sitting alone inside, watching me. If you like this horror story, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more true horror stories every week. Thanks for watching Sinister Horror Diaries. Until next time, stay safe, stay scared, stay sinister.